whip in a minute while going live. That was from back in 2020 through like 2023. And the whip, we rolling. And it's the restart now. Restart phase. Alright, y'all, we're gonna make a little brief video about religion not being spirituality. Religion is just based on the geographical location, the culture that's cultivated, the group of people that pretty much tell stories based on where they come from or what they can understand. So, but the spirituality is the individuality within those stories. It's always something within it. It ain't like the whole thing is spirituality. They have practices which separate the spirituality. So if in spirit you're more of a trying to be a peaceful person, then you probably need to look at like Buddha shit. If you're a person like from North America, you are about the love practice and just practicing following to be right, to do the right thing, and overcome your own wrong things, desires and shit. But those are for people that really don't want no strict religion. Like because they always tell you, oh yeah, all you gotta do is just repent and then you'll get forgiven. So it's like, and that fits our kind of preference over here. So that's why Christianity is dominated. Catholic. Only people that do Catholicism though is mostly like Spaniards and the descendants from them, like Hispanics and all that shit. So anyway, spirituality is just purely you being in your own space. You got your space, I got my space. And you know what comes in and out of it. What's good for me ain't good for you. So this lets you know, like, yeah, things can be true for a certain amount of people, but that truth might be somebody else's lie. You know what I mean? So it ain't like we need to be. But see, this what I want the world to realize, bro, it's not the word, because the word is what you already doing. So you can't sit here and say, yeah, because God and Jesus helped me throughout these things, or if it wasn't for God or Jesus, this couldn't happen. But yet you're the one claiming and doing that energy in the first place. When you give somebody a compliment, Jesus, give them money, that's Jesus. God, more like you coming back to your own awareness in whatever you're doing, period. Like, so beyond the energy, beyond the thoughts, beyond the scenario, you know what I'm saying? So these things need to be paid attention to, because we'll be in a bias then. We'll end up just being biased at some point. And then it's gonna be, oh, this one better than the other one. And that's where, and it's like, I know a lot of people that's in religion, they would tell you probably like they don't do that. Like, they'll let people do what they do. Yet they'll still like, so, but if you told them like, nah, I don't believe in no Jesus, now it's gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Flunk that out. Give me a second, y'all. I tell these niggas, you can give me a tire. Definitely put my motherfucking hotspot on. Okay, it's on. It's on, bitch. Connect. Why is this shit being retarded? This shit being retarded. Look. Who told you to turn off, bitch? Who told you to turn off? These iPhones be sure. But anyway, yeah, man, it's spirituality and stuff. It don't got nothing to do with all this other added on synthetic shit. Cause then it's just gonna turn into argument. Like I said, that's why the moment somebody like challenge you about your damn religion, your ass don't got nothing to say no more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but y'all give me a minute. I hope y'all wasn't seeing what the fuck I. Yeah, you can't see. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Oh, what y'all got? Why is there 8 people up in here? I ain't even in the motherfucking camera. YouTube, y'all better put me on when I need to be on while I'm talking. Anyway, yay. So, religion, spirituality are separate. Spirituality has religion. Religion has spirituality in it. So, the stories they tell is just based on culture and shit that those people were going through, history and stuff like that. It makes history, belief system, practice, and all that into a book. You know, but you can always cherry pick. You can always cherry pick the little things. So it ain't like they're wrong for having a religion, because then you're gonna just be like somebody that don't believe in nothing, basically. And it's like, if you're gonna not believe in any religion, you have to enforce your own, and that just takes you being an individual and going through shit genuinely and not putting filter systems and biases, because then you're not gonna be an example. You're not gonna have attraction. You're just gonna be in a small world utilizing certain little words that you kind of learn. And that's another thing. Y'all be learning this shit. The thing I went through, shout out to Dole Parliament, shout out to Uriel. It's all about you. So you gotta see God through you. Ain't nothing gonna like come out the air and like just come land in your lap. Like, and it's like people be knowing this shit, but people be knowing these. Okay, shut up, bitch. You was turning slow and you ain't put your signal light on. But yeah, it's like, it's all about yourself. So you gotta know what's in and out of your space. Not trying to be something you're not. Because everybody ain't gonna live how the Christians live in the Bible. Like, some people need to hate. Some people need to be more hard, because Christianity tells you, okay, if you're gonna be hard, only be hard with like the law and your family, basically, and like y'all's practices. But the practices y'all do is just what the government created, like Christmas and the holiday, holy day. So the only thing y'all can do is just try to protect what you know you have, which is family, because you was born into a family for a reason. But we ain't come up with our own shit, so it's just gonna be like us remixing what got presented to us, which is some European mix with the indigenous people that was here already, culture. They just mixed all that shit, but they made it always to be about the money god or love god or having resources. Like, if it wasn't for these earthly things and then the people that made a business out of it, that's really what they be trying to say with worshiping this death energy, the initiation of winter, Capricorn. They just be worshiping. But anyway, and they're gonna try to say it's Jesus' birthday. And then you got people that be trying to, oh no, but he was born in the summer. I'm like, bro, these are words, bro. Jesus is just the son. It's just the person that carries out the obligations of God or Father, which is just the actual mission in the background. So this person is gonna use their mentality themselves to make the best out of the world from what it used to be. So they're gonna try to see it a different way. Sun, seeing, viewing, consciousness, what you looking at. So that's what I'm like, but that's all it is. But when you start trying to get into it and then you already biased because you human, you gonna just stumble into not knowing nothing. You just gonna start making more shit up than what the people already did. These niggas already made stories. So what's the point of you doing it? You know what I'm saying? What's the point of you doing it? Shout out to Wild Mario, bro. And shout out to artists. Shout out to the artists. Yeah, we love the artists, man. You gotta be creative. I gotta get back on my making I'm struggling. Making music videos. Cause I really do need to do that again. I just got impatient. So right now I just be, going on here kicking knowledge. I do my readings, astrology readings. It can be moon sign. I got a lot of different selections, like moon sign readings, past life, relationship, business, career, or just naming your energies and how you are, you know what I'm saying? And how to probably use it. Anyway, I do that. But so yeah, about the religion stuff. Arabs, they worship more of the work energy. They don't they're more about faith with works, but actually more like works, not really the faith part. The faith in their mind is like a logical being, like something like it gotta make sense in the world, then like they'll make a religion out of it. You know what I'm saying? So Yeah. Um, what else I got to say about this shit? That's it, bro. So yeah, I really, the sentence in the title says it all. So I just be like, look, if y'all want to hold on to religion based on familiar reality, based on how you grew up, based on you being around family, so you just go around with the crowd. This is my thing. Ain't nobody saying be an extremist and be like, no, that's not real, because then you're gonna be another person that lived before you a long time ago. They did the same shit. Predecessor, they already did it. What you redoing it for? If you're gonna do it, at least make some money. At least make some money from it. But um, yeah, you just gotta be able to basically just know yourself, and then when you interacting with people, you don't gotta make it so harsh about, oh, you don't like God or you don't believe in none of that shit. You can use their words too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, it ain't about like trying to make some other shit. Uh, like you better or something. Yeah, you're just gonna be a biased ass person and not relatable. You know what I'm saying? Give me a second. Uh, Trust in Jesus to go there. I hope you're still in here. What's your name? Survivor, believer. Wish it was an open panel so I could talk to y'all, but yeah, like I don't know what that means. See, the thing is, when you just act like you don't know what the fuck something means, you gotta force somebody to explain like what the fuck that shit means, and all they gonna end up saying is like that weak ass belief system, like just trust him and then he'll guide you. Yet you make your own decisions though. So you telling me you just got faith, and then you just using Jesus and what you think it means? Can't anybody do anything like that? Like I can think about a name and just be like, yeah, this is gonna help me feel like more lightened up, heightened, you know, optimistic and all them energies. It's just like, I mean, it is what it is. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But you gotta call it for what it is though. You know what I'm saying? So, I would talk about other religions, but I only grew up a Christian. I know a little bit about Catholic. But let's see how these are. Wow, this is huge. Damn. The fuck? This shit is crazy. Big guy. Big guy. Big guy. Oh. So they're like them big ass dudes. Don't worry while I'm doing kids. But yeah, man. Just vibing right now. Sad. Yo. I'm out this bitch, y'all. It's TheReflector. I better remember.